morning. Skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. You got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never look luggage.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Giants. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
And on the ground they go with the running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K'Wan Short in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Come on now. Okay. Hey.
From the 50, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20. Hey, hey.
Out of the gun, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 41 yards.
Hey, hey. 20.
On 1st down, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. Being chased out left. Fighting to stay upright. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6. The extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Set. There you go, 56. 27 for Sam. 27 for Sam.
Now a play fake. Manning. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the gun on third down, Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Hey, go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam. All right, hey.
They do go for it. It's Manning. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Newton now on second down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Third and long, it's Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a minute 51 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Gun.
Shotgun now for Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. They'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Newton on first down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. On first down, it's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Express! Express! Gun, gun, gun. Express! Gun, gun.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina, oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Hey, hey. 20. Gun, gun, gun.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Manning. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Zebra. Zebra.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Coleman. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Hey, gun. Regular.
Working from the gun, Manning. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before the break, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To throw on second down is Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on third. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st and 10, Newton going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Throwing on third down, Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run it again with Barkley, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now Manning. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Luke Kuechly coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Gun. 20.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there from 17 yards out, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Zebra.
Manning now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Manning now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. Set. Blue 80.
From the gun, it's Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Zebra. Wait.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Manning going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And New York set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Zebra.
On first down, Manning. And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now.
Zebra. That's it. Go blue 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Shoot some.
Newton's going to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Newton on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On second down, here's Manning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Manning. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 43 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The 20. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. One final try now for Manning. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevon Seymour. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play, a pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Hoping I ain't lose religion, text some prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing